So this week I just want to show you how you can influence your club path, so how you bring the club down on the downswing, which direction it goes. Lots of people over the top, trying to reorder your downswing, but we're going to use the ground and we're going to use your connection of your feet and predominantly to the ground. Predominantly we're going to actually talk about different parts of your feet. So should it be your toe, your heel, all of it? What parts of your feet can you actually feel in the ground? And believe it or not, these might help you influence your club path. So I've got two swings here, one on the left here. This one I'm swinging over the top, like I'm about 7 out to in. This one I'm my 0 club path. So visually the one on the left, I'm kind of out here, swinging across. The one on the right, you'd be seeing it coming down on the slot and kind of through on a better path. All those visuals you see when you record yourself would look like way better on the one on the right. Now I'm rotating differently. You can see this in my hips. See how my hips are already backing up on this one on the left, one on the right. You can see I'm more down into my lead foot, knees starting to kick out to get ready to straighten. You can see that in how I push in the ground. I'm 244% of my body weight on my vertical forces pushing down, so compared to only 160% of my body weight of my vertical forces pushing down on the downswing. Also, what happens if we break this down into feet, so if I look at my left foot only, on my better swing, I'm 154% of my body weight pushing into my lead foot. In my vertical force, as I push down into the ground and the ground pushes back at me, where on the left hand one, the slicing one, I'm only 99%. So I'm using less than my actual weight to push down with this foot into the ground. It's going to be weaker. It's not only changing direction, it's going to be weaker forces applied. The one on the right, I'm really kind of getting max pushed down, ready to jump out of that lead foot. Now here's the big rub. Look at my lead foot pressure here. This is what we're going to concentrate on today. Look how much of the mapping you can see. So the heel is red, toes a little bit outside of the lead foot, and a little bit of my toes are red. They're pushing down into the ground. My whole foot is connected. Where on this swing, the better one, look, my heel is barely touching the ground. The middle part of my foot is off, and I'm really red up in the toes. So the over the top swing, I'm kind of feathering on lead foot, kind of floating on the surface as I spin around, where on the good swing, where I'm dropping it more down on a better path, I'm really massively pushing that foot in the toe area. So not even the whole foot, I'm even concentrating it into the toes to try and get the direction of this downswing on that better path. So how can this help you? So let's actually get your lead foot feeling the ground. And I don't mean just your foot as a whole. We're talking, I want the toes and the heel to feel. I want you to be able to feel when you're pushing in them and how that might relate to path. So first thing I want you to do, set up to the ball and just pick your toe up on your lead foot. So I've got the heel in the ground but the toe up, and I want you just to hit a few shots with it. See what feels most natural. So look at low cut. To me, when I've got the heel pushing hard in the ground, it makes sense for me to really kind of spin back and out and around to kind of go this way. The heel doesn't feel like it's going to hold me, so I feel like I'm going to go kind of fall over or hurt my knee, so I feel better off just twisting back and this way. And then here's what you want to practice more of. You want to do the wrong one to get the feeling how good the right one is. Now I want you just to pick the heel up. Lead foot, heel in the air. Really push those toes down. So this is just a practice, even in setup, backswing. And then as you go into keeping that heel up on the backswing, as you start your downswing, really try and get into that toe a bit more and hit it. I mean, it's such a different feel of power, direction, and shape. If you're someone who's struggling with the big spin outs, starting to feel your heel and your toe in the ground, so not just your feet, but your lead foot, and if it's the toe or the heel, is really going to allow you to start identifying how to move on the way down in a stronger way. For lots of golfers, to get them to go a little bit delayed and laterally as the start of their downswing, it's great for getting the hands and the club down on a better path. You're going to do that if you disengage your heel for longer and engage your toes before then spinning out, finishing onto that level lead foot. If you pick the toes up, for me, I mean, this just feels like I want to spin. If I pick that lead foot toe up, I can't drive. I'm just not going to work. Hope this helps. Thanks for everyone who subscribes to the newsletter. More coming next week. And I hope you're enjoying this very exciting journey that we're on.